Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into the fascinating world of the OEIS. That's the online encyclopedia of integer sequences.
Always a good place to explore.
Absolutely. And our mission for this deep dive is sequence A000309. The title is Rooted Planar Bridgeless Cubic Maps with 2GAN Nodes. Wow. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Let's try and unpack this for you. What exactly are we counting here? What does this sequence look like?
Yeah, it definitely sounds quite specific, maybe a little intimidating at first glance. So sequence A000309, it counts the number of these very particular types of structures. Think of it like this. You've got a network, right? A graph drawn flat, so planar, no lines crossing.
Okay.
Rooted just means it has a specific starting point marked.
Gotcha.
And bridgeless, that means it's robust. If you remove any single line, the whole thing stays connected. You can't easily break it into two pieces just by snipping one connection.
Right, so it's stable in a way.
Exactly.
Right.
And cubic, this is key, means every single point, every node has precisely 3 lines connected to it.
3 lines, okay.
So we're basically counting these specific, really robust network layouts. And the sequence itself starts 1, 1, 4, 24, 176, 1456. You can see it grows pretty fast. It shows how quickly these structures get more complex as n, the number related to the nodes, increases.
That definitely paints a clearer picture, thank you. It's amazing to think we can systematically count such intricate things. But here's where it gets really interesting, for me anyway. This exact same sequence pops up counting totally different things, mathematically speaking. It's like, seeing the same pattern wearing different disguises. Can you tell us a bit about those other connections?
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the beautiful things about combinatorics. And A000309 is a prime example. It's a real nexus point. So besides those cubic maps, it also counts the number of rooted planar non-separable triangulations with 3 edges.
Okay, triangulations, like diagrams made of triangles.
Yeah. Exactly. Imagine a flat diagram made entirely of triangles, all connected edge to edge. And again, non-separable means it's robust, hard to pull apart. Or another way to look at it, rooted planar loopless triangulations with 2 end triangles. Very similar idea, slightly different rules on how the triangles connect. And there's even a link to something called description trees of type 2man2 with n edges. These are specific kinds of branching diagrams. The really fascinating part is why these seemingly distinct mathematical objects, maps, triangulations, trees, actually share the same count. It points to some deeper shared structure.
It really does feel like stumbling upon a secret code, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And connecting this to the bigger picture, I saw the source material mentions Noam Zeldberger's work.
Ah, yes. His 2018 talk.
Right. It explicitly linked planar maps, what we're talking about, with Tamari lattices and even lambda calculus. Now, those sound like pretty advanced topics.
They are definitely deep dives in their own right. Tamari lattices deal with ways to sort of rebracket expressions, which has surprising links to computer science. And lambda calculus is fundamental to logic and computation theory.
Wow.
So the fact that A000309 and actually 7 other related sequences from the OEIS act as a bridge connecting planar maps, Tamari lattices, and lambda calculus, well, that's huge. It strongly suggests there's some underlying combinatorial principle tying all these areas together.
That's incredible. And, maybe even more surprising, at least for our listener thinking about real-world stuff.
Yeah.
One of the references mentions architectural applications of graph theory. It just seems wild that these abstract structures counted by A000309 could actually connect to something as concrete as architecture. How does that work?
It does seem like a leap, but it's quite logical when you think about it. Architects design complex structures, right? Buildings are essentially networks, spaces, corridors, supports, utilities.
Okay, I see that.
Graph theory gives us the tools to model these networks. Sequences like A000309 count specific types of highly connected, robust networks. So theoretically, understanding these counts could help architects optimize structural stability, or figure out efficient flows for people or energy, or even design complex forms that are based on these underlying mathematical rules. It's about the pattern of connections.
It really brings it down to earth. And tying it all together, mathematically speaking, there are these elegant formulas too, like AN equals 2n, 3n. N plus 1, 2n plus 1.
Precisely. And that formula isn't just, mathematical shorthand. It's like the DNA of the sequence. It gives the exact rules that generate these numbers term after term. It confirms the predictable pattern behind the complexity and gives us insight into how these structures are built, combinatorially speaking. It's the recipe.
So wrapping this up for you, our listener, what does this all mean? We've seen that A000309, counting these rooted planar bridgeless cubic maps, is far from just some obscure sequence. It's a fundamental pattern, almost like a motif, that shows up in different mathematical fields, graph theory, triangulations, even connecting to logic.
Hmm.
And perhaps most surprisingly, it hints at applications in the real world, like architecture.
Yeah, it really underscores that mathematics isn't just about numbers in isolation. It's about structure, patterns, connections.
Exactly. It's the structure of things.
Which leads to a pretty interesting question for you to think about. When we find sequences like A000309, are we just finding abstract mathematical oddities? Or are we actually uncovering parts of a hidden language, a combinatorial language that describes how things are structured, from the purely theoretical all the way to the concrete buildings we live and work in? Something to ponder.